Will you state your name and the relationship you have with Matt?
Hi, my name is Ellen Horn, and I'm Matthew Horn's mother.
Okay, so how would you describe Matthew DeSonia?
Matthew's a great guy. He's a great kid. He's a great son. I love the fact that Matthew is got this incredible ability. We call them bubble-wisms. The kid is just amazing. The amount of information that's in his head is just remarkable, and it makes him have a really dynamic personality. He's charming. He's very comfortable with children and adults, and he's a very unique person, and that makes Matthew very special.
Has Matt always had trouble losing weight?
Yes, he has. And the question is, has he always had trouble losing weight? I think for the majority of the time, Matthew really hasn't focused on losing weight or perhaps having a healthier lifestyle. But in the few times he has tried to focus on it, he hasn't had success. And I think that might be because that most of us in society, we're so wired now for immediate gratification that even the effort he did make, it didn't result in the success he was looking for, so he easily was overwhelmed and then stopped trying.
So to add on to what you were saying before about things in society, what changes to society have you noticed that I'm gonna cut this out, so I'm just gonna re-say it. What changes to society have you noticed that move towards fast and unhealthy foods?
I've noticed that there's more access. There's an abundance of access to fast and unhealthy prepared foods, whether it be literally. A lot of people, like, just where in my day we never ate in the car, now society tends to be constantly on the move.
It's like second nature to eat in a car nowadays.
Exactly. It's like your dining room table is behind the steering wheel, which is so unhealthy because you're not making that connection between what you put in your mouth and you're not thinking about it. So it's just mindless putting calories in. So what I've noticed in society is that it's with the concept of immediate gratification, that goes directly to how people feed themselves. They are not taking the time to feed themselves with nutrition that's abundant with nutrients and vitamins, because that's a process of taking whole foods and preparing it. So it's immediate gratification. Can I drive through in a supermarket? Can I go to the center of the store and get whatever processed food I can put in a microwave? So I've seen society make that shift, and I think that also happened because the focus for the family, the head of the households, is to make money, and the time it takes to make that money decreases their time that they're able to be at home and create healthy meals.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. What will be most challenging for Matthew in this journey?
I think what's going to be most challenging is his reflex, if you will, to give up too quickly.
Yeah.
Like, oops, that's it. It's
They'll
not
fall
working.
back into like normalcy.
Yeah, exactly. Matthew does, because he is smart. He's constantly trying to figure things out. When confronted with a challenge, he quickly comes to a conclusion that will most satisfy how he perceives the ending should be. So if he's starting a new diet, whether it be intermittent fasting, and he does it for a few days and then it's not working, he will rationale that, well, it's really unhealthy anyway to restrict your calories for this period of time, and then he dismisses it because that's, again, back to the immediate gratification and Matthew's ability to quickly process information and come to a conclusion. And his conclusion would be, oops, it's not working, let's move on.
So how have your choices led to Matt's habits today?
Oh, that's a very, very good question, because I do think that parents have to be responsible because the kids don't have the money, they're not buying the food. So exactly what I said earlier, that the focus has shifted to both parents earning an income, and then the amount of time that's available, and the shifting of priorities. The priority is to earn, have an income, and then there's less time, and then the back to the immediate gratification. So how has that influenced what I've done? That's exactly what I've done. Spent a great deal of time working in my house. My husband works outside the house, and when it came to mealtime, it was so much easier to go ahead and get in the car and go through a drive-through and bring back a meal. In hindsight, I realized that it would have been much more beneficial to take the time out, even if it meant working less, and give my family healthier, better options.
So although that this is going to be Matt's journey, it would take the entire family really to make a change, because I don't know how to word it. What were you saying before about like the household, right? It focuses on like making money, right?
Well, right. I was saying that the priority of the family was to bring